Good afternoon, YouTube. So I'm getting ready to spot weld some of my 18650 cells together. So what I've done is I've cut some strips of tabbing here. These are like 1 inch, 25 millimeter long, and I need 6 of them because the cell holder that comes with the spot welder holds 6 cells, so I can do 3 pair at once. So what I do, I've rinsed the tabbing off in some isopropyl alcohol, and what I do is flatten these out. I cut them with a pair of scissors, and sometimes the ends get a little tweaked out, so just flatten them out with a little piece of aluminum there. And my spreadsheet says for pack number 5 there, I need cells box 1 row C, so I need those. So I put these in every other place, and I make sure I can see my marks on there so I know which cell is which. And then I put the other one I need is box 3 row G. I put those with the barcodes up, and then this is your chance to check you've got all the positives on the top there. So I like to start with the positives. I put in the 3 tabs there, if you can see that, and then I like to try to get them lined up straight. So you put them all in and then you line them up like that, make sure they're in there, and that's why you have to put the insulation on first. So that's what I did in the previous video. Now we can power up the spot welder here, and I have mine modified. I'll show you in a separate video, but what I've done is I use the cell charger here to power a small PC case fan inside the unit, and then that's blowing air out through both sides here, so there's actually a little cooling air flowing through there. I like to just do a last double check. All the tabbing is in place. There's a little notch in the cell holder, so I like to put the spot welding pins right in that notch and do 1 spot weld per cell, and then I come out to the outer edge and do a second spot weld. So I'll do that in 2 passes here. So I like to go down, so we'll go 1, 4 of them, and 6, and then come back and do the outer edge. So there's 6. Yeah, sometimes you get a spark, so be sure to wear your safety glasses there. I come over and drop the tabbing in on the negative side, get them nice and square like that, and then I repeat the same thing. I go in the notch, and welding in that notch right there puts the spot weld right in the center of the 8 millimeter tabbing, and then I come back and do the outer edge. So there we go. I've got 4 spot welds on each side. So what I like to do now is take the cells out, make sure things are pretty much centered, and then I like to give them a twist and make sure everything's tight, that I haven't missed any. Like here, I ended up with the 2 spot welds in a row, but I guess that works. And I'm flipping these over because here I've got a middle and an outer edge, and now I want to get the other outer edge. So I'm going to come back and do 1 spot weld along the top. And there we go. So you got 6 spot welds on each end, mostly spread out. And then I like to come over here to my holders, and I put them in like that. Get the box 1s on this side, all the box 3s over on that side, and I just repeat 3 more, 3 more, and then you have a single pair at the end. Okay, we're down to the last pair of cells here, so I need 2 more tabs. Same thing, slide the tabbing in there, and just make sure it's pretty much centered. Do that. Now the negative terminal, and then we do 1, 2, and then I like to go back. Always move in the same direction. So I do left to right. That way there's a little time for the heat to dissipate. 1, 2, and do the negatives. 3, or actually 6 spot welds on each tab. Box 1, row C on that side, and then we have box 3, row G, and that makes up my BAK pack number 5 there. So here is number 5, this is number 6, and there's number 7, and we have number 8. So the next thing I need to do is I've got to make some more bus wires. So the bus wires go down into the channel down here, and that's what I solder the jumper wires to. So there'll be the positive holder up here. Fuse wires get soldered to the positive terminal, and then the jumper wires get soldered to the negative, and I solder into the middle of the tabbing there, and that's why I had to put the insulators in, because I'm going to be soldering wires right there, and I don't want to melt through the plastics. I'll show you making some more of these next, because I've improved my bending tool a little bit, so it works a little better, and I can knock out these because I need, let's see, I've got to do 1, 2 on the negative, 2 on the positive, so that's 4 of these times 4. I need 16 of these for each 4S battery. Now if you're using single cells in your holders, you wouldn't have to do this step, but my holders are built for pairs. They're designed to work that way. With single new cells, you've got to go and put them back together, so that's a little extra work. But anyway, yeah, if you have any questions about the process, post up in the comments section below, and I'll put some follow-up videos over on the left side. You might want to check those out. And as always, thanks for watching, and hope everyone has a happy new year.